Alright, hello folks, and welcome to REDDOG.TV. My name is Sting Red Dog here. Joining me today is none other than Blind. How you doing, man?
Hey!
Are you ready for this match?
No. Of course I am! Yes! I'm waiting for that all time. I set my alarm clock just to be ready in time and not miss a single piece of that, and it worked out well. That's good.
Well, I think everyone here is ready to see what's going to be happening here pretty soon. I know the map just changed here to Tram, which I can only assume is going to be the first map, so I'm just going to go ahead and put up the teams right now. Hopefully there won't be another team change. Guys, we're bringing you the European Open 2013 Quaxy versus TAW. These two teams, in my opinion, are pretty close on skill level. Now I know TAW, when they started in the seasons in the NSL, we're still trying to find their footing. Let's say it that way, right? Like, let's be professional about this. They were trying to find their footing, trying to coordinate with their new team. So, but they have come a long way from that. I've seen them play a few times now, and some of their skill on their team is pretty impressive. Quaxy, you saw. I mean, earlier this week you saw TAW take on Radical, win that 3-1. And then you also, and then earlier in the week, before that, you saw Sonneman take on Quaxy. Now, Quaxy being a Div 1 team, and so is Sonneman. Sonneman is a very strong team. So Quaxy was already kind of starting that match, against some odds, I should say. And they gave it their best, but they lost 4-0, pulling off a quite exciting tactic in round 4. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and head to my YouTube channel and watch round 4 of Sonneman versus Quaxy. Fast forward to 5 minutes 40 seconds, and just watch it go.
Absolutely.
Anyways, so yeah, I think, just looking at the skill levels, I think this is going to be a great match. What do you think, Blind?
I think you might be right. Yeah, I mean, versus Sonneman, Quaxy obviously was the underdog. Sonneman is one of the top teams right now. I mean, they pretty much won the Nations Cup with that team. Well, pretty much. So it's almost the same team. And yeah, I mean, Quaxy was a Div 1 team for a long time, or still is Div 1. And TAW coming up from a little bit more from the bottom. But what we've seen and what you're talking about is that actually, TAW is really getting stronger over the time by practicing from the games also you casted. So I really think this might be a really close one, but we will see in the first game how it will go. But I'm really curious to see how this will work out. Definitely.
TAW has a player, Underscore, and I remember following him around. It looks like there might be a server change, by the way. Not quite sure.
Chat.
I see people dropping.
Possible that they're all
Oh,
tapping.
yeah.
Just all tapped or something.
Anyways, so Underscore is a really good player on TAW's side, and is a really good shot. I remember following him around in the last game that I casted against Radical. So he definitely is a good player there on TAW, and definitely an asset that team has. As far as Quaxy, I have to just look down my list. Mulk, obviously, is a really good player. Yeah, Mulk.
You have to say it right, Mulk.
Mulk.
Actually, it's Mulk, but yeah.
Yeah.
At least say Mulk.
Kasesa is a really good player as well. So I'm just looking down this list. Oh, we got Yaluzin in there for TAW. He's a NSL referee, and he lost about 1 billion lurks against Radical in one game. It was so hilarious. He lost lurk after lurk after lurk, but they had so many RTs that he actually was just replacing them or getting T-Res lurk drops, as he lost them. It was basically like a lurk grinder, like just a lurk assembly line. So, anyways.
Eventually, he will learn how to not to die. Right.
All right, guys. So 47 of you in here so far before the match starts. That's great. Again, you can kind of see right above us, Rafflecast. On this cast, if we hit our Rafflecast goal, which is just 105, I think, with almost 50 people before the match even starts, I think that'll easily be met. You guys always seem to do it, because, well, you guys want free games. So congratulations everyone that won so far this week. We gave away a ton of games this week. I believe only one person this week won a goat, and that was yesterday. That was Starry. She went all the way to round 3, gave up all the curtains, and actually picked a goat. And what's weird about that is she spun 4. Yeah, she had 4 free goats. Oh my goodness. So bad luck there, but this will be my last cast for the week. I'll be back online Saturday for the State of the Game on the official channel with Wasabi, Versal, and Bitey. And that should be a fun time. And then basically for the semifinals and stuff for the European Open, I will not be here for that. I'm actually going to be in Canada visiting my business partner there. So good luck to all the teams in the semifinals. Good luck to all the casting. I will miss it too. I was kind of bummed that it was scheduled for that weekend, but oh well, what are you going to do, right? So good luck to everybody on those finals, and whoever 2 teams get to go to Telford, UK in the Insomniac event. What is it? I-49?
49,
yeah. So yeah, good luck to those teams there, and good luck to you, Blind, because Blind will be going there and casting alongside with Hugh Jeremy. So that will be a great time. So make sure you guys. I'm guessing that's going to be on the official channel or NSL TV. One of them hasn't been decided yet, or what?
Pretty much official. The NS2 channel.
Alright, so natural selection too. So make sure you guys check that out. Also, if you haven't yet, Blind, if you guys don't know Blind, which you guys should, make sure you guys are following his butt on Twitch, on Twitter, and on his YouTube. Does a lot of great casting, and also he's one of my favorite co-casters here on REDDOG.TV. So make sure you guys give him a lot of love and support. I have to say one. I have to say one of them. I can't say the. I can't say the. What do you want me to do? Don't call me out on that.
My favorite.
Don't call me out on that.
Oh, come on.
Alright, so it looks like the teams
This is like
are
one of the best mothers I have.
Alright, so it looks like the teams are ready here. Let's bring us Blind, why don't you bring us through the lineup for both teams?
No, not anymore. You hurt my feelings. So, okay, so for Quaxy, we do have, as you mentioned, some people in there. We have Mosa, we have Nitze, Maori, Roybot Commanding, Mulk, of course, and Kazisa. And the last 2 names are, I think, one of the long-term names for Quaxy, high-skill players. And for TAW, we have, as you noticed, pretty much new record for them, Underscore. I know him from pupping a lot. He is a pup stomper, and I actually asked him, why are you joining TAW? This guy has potential. He could easily go up and I think a higher clan, and we will see how we'll foot up this team. Definitely improvement for TAW. Then we have Mickey, Evil, TK, Proma, Maximus, and Yalusa, the lurk grinder.
I saw Evil TK actually in the last match with Radical. He did pretty well. He did pretty well too. I'm really looking forward to this match. I mean, obviously we were talking about before we went live. Blind and I were discussing the 2 teams and discussing the skill levels and stuff, and I mean, I think we both kind of agreed that, yeah, okay, we think they're on the same skill level, it looks like it. However, everything's going to be found out after the first round. We're really going to know a little bit more about these 2 teams. Now, that's not to say that if someone gets ruffle stomped on the first round, that you know, the other team can't rally and come back. I'm just saying that it'll be interesting to see what happens in this first round.
Definitely. I mean, all depends also on the warm-up, on the practice on those teams. I've just seen Quaxy practice warm-up play on this server before this all started. I'm not sure about TAW if they played before today, if they warmed up so far. But it's also yeah, playing a role in this kind of thing. I mean, if you see a team just only getting actually in the really gameplay in game 2 or 3, and it's really bad timing when you already lost 1 or 2 rounds just because you weren't warm up. So.
Oh, we got a ready call from Quaxy. Now, Quaxy, and talking about warming up, yeah, I don't know if TAW did, but Quaxy did right before this match. They actually played on fire in a round, and that's what you saw, what was happening when they got into the server earlier. So they definitely are warmed up, ready to go. And it looks like we're just waiting for a ready call on TAW, and we're going to go on votes. Oh god, now Mendas is trolling.
I just want to tell you, what are your other favorite core-casters? By the way, why is there an American flag on a European Open event?
Because I don't care, because I'm an American! I'm an American! And it's the 4th of July!
Okay, yeah, I almost missed that day.
It is Independence Day! That's when we ousted those British people.
I think the sad story is most Europeans know the day from a certain movie, I guess.
Yeah. Oh man, there will be an American flag here. If I was on another, you know, cast, it would be there. But you know what? It's my cast. American flag's going up. All right, we got a second ready call from Quaxy. We're still waiting on TAW. It's 15 minutes after the hour here. I was ready. Oh boy, hold on. Tell him to stop.
What's going on?
Tell him to.
You crashed?
Yeah, tell him not to go. NS2 crashed. Stream's fine. Just NS2 crashed. So good thing it didn't start. All right, let's get back in there.
Good timing.
Good timing. Good timing. Let's get all this out of the way now. Let's get all this out of the way now. Yeah, we're still good. Everything's still good. Alright. Going back in.
Did you alt tap or something? Was this
No,
usually happening
no,
on my part?
Oh, authentication failed. That's awesome.
You have to take about 3 times to come back in. I'm pretty used to this.
Yeah.
Last cast has happened too often to me now.
Yeah, it's fine. I actually wasn't doing anything. I was just... My spectator view was right in the center of the map. I wasn't moving. I didn't alt tab or anything. When I cast in windowed mode, so...
Yeah, me too, yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't doing anything, but authentication failed again. Awesome.
Give it 3. 3 tries.
3 tries.
It actually takes some time for Steam authentication to kick in the game after you crashed out. It's some good stuff, yeah. Awesome. Really totally annoying, especially when you're in the middle of the game, you need to get back in as soon as possible. And you have either you or Mendas talking radio, what's going on, while the people are watching your game and authentication error screens.
Yeah. Well, it's happened to us. Remember, it's happened to us where I've crashed and then remember you like take over like NS2 radio.
And the best part is that was exactly that game yesterday where I didn't mute my mic for Mendas radio, you know, and I forgot to unmute it in XSplit again. So he was talking the rest of the game by himself, and it was just hilarious. I watched that one yesterday, and god damn, that's so funny. Oh
man, we have some. We have a person that's in the chat that's a little bit impatient. Wasabi. All right, we're getting back in here. Loading up right now. Tell them to. Almost 70 of you in here, ready to watch some great NS2 action. If you have a friend that hasn't purchased NS2, go ahead and tell them about this stream and get them in here. Let them watch it. Let them see if they think it's cool, and if it is, tell them to buy it.
Yes.
Great.
Just Complete yes to everything. Except for the favorite co-caster thingy. Personally.
Alright, here we go. Back in. Alright, I'm back, and I'm just gonna double check my screen because I hide my viewport. Alright, and there we go, it's all good. Alright, we're all good. Casters ready. Oops. Not ready, actually. Okay, ready now.
Quaxy's
I
ready.
didn't have my team is up. Alright, did TAW do already? Check.
Those aliens. No, they did not yet. They did
Jeez.
not yet.
Come on, TAW!
Jesus, we had it yesterday.
Live on Hive.
Okay, we're about to go.
Here we go. Alright guys, here we go. We are live. EO 2013. Quaxy versus TAW. Quaxy starting as Marines in server room, and we have aliens. TAW starting in shipping. 4 of them going through south tunnels into the hub. They're gonna meet Mulk.
And he's just baiting there a little bit for so far not unusually opening. 3 Marines, mezzanine, 2 cappers, platform probably going theirs together. And yeah, those aliens cannot really engage in this open area because they know there will be 2 Marines just behind them. They're waiting for the Marines to enter and then maybe ambush.
Yep, and we're seeing Mulk. You're seeing the view from Mulk as he catches Proma first blood from the ceiling. You see his lifeless body fall in front of him. Now Yaluzin and Mickey gets. Oh my god! That was a disaster.
Yeah, actually there was really, I didn't understand why they stayed in there. Either they had to go at the start when the Marine entered the room or just leave. Right now they have 2 spawners while the Marines are already in logistics about to hit the gorge. Evil TK getting down, the spawners are just coming in logistics now. Good to
go, and they do clean up Quaxy out of there, and all 5 of them with the gorge moving into south tunnels. They did drop 2 shells already. And they're moving into the hub to position themselves there. Meanwhile, we got Nits building up warehouse. Phase Tech has started, so fast phase gates going.
Yeah, and we've seen 2 mistakes on both teams actually. The first engagement by aliens and the Marines a little bit too over-aggressive into logistics. I mean, they should have known about the spawn timing there. By just going in there, they're pretty much exposed themselves long ago. And Roybot took too long time to drop warehouse. I watched the Marines, actually the cappers, sit there for 10 seconds or longer to actually get this RT building.
You're losing, taking down the RT in platform. You saw just a bit ago Mori cleaning up that by himself, those 3 TAW players in mezzanine. And Unterscore is in ore processing, taking on Nits. 2 blueprints there for the power and the RT. Phase Tech now has been completed. Positioning move from TAW coming into the hub. 4 players, Proma, Mickey, Evil TK, and Unterscore slowly moving down. Splitting off, 3 going into ET, 1 going into mezzanine.
That's quite confusing. I thought they would go for base rush, that's why sneaking, but they are going actually for the engagement and they do take down both of those Marines without any casualties. So it was really nice.
Send
but
them back.
They're not really rest binding. That's the first RT they're about to kill now. Elevator, 3 minutes in the game, and the Marines are sitting on almost 6 so far.
Well, they're taking down the ET RT. Mickey was up against Mulk in mezzanine. Got down to 11 health, got out of there. Meanwhile, in repair room, we got Underscore and Yaluzin. Underscore going down to Nitz's LMG, and Kasesa taking down Yaluzin. Great job there. Phase gate now going down in repair room.
Oh, that wasn't right. 3 aliens dead, pretty much dying one by one. There wasn't also. I mean, they're doing a lot of this kind of silly mistakes by choosing the wrong timing for engagements, and we have now phase gate on the way in repair room. That will help the Marines out a lot. This is a really strong phase gate, completely locking down the left side of the map. But here we go, TAW wants to do something against it.
Wow, these guys are going in for repair room. There's the enzyme. So critical, that enzyme, and it makes such a difference in fights. And I haven't seen it a lot. I've seen it used, but I definitely want to see it used more because I've seen it so change the outcome of an engagement.
Yeah, it's definitely helping. And that phase gate was actually critical to take down for TAW, otherwise it would have been a really tough spot. Right now, 2 Marines are hitting observation, forcing some aliens to defend, but it's just 2 versus 2. Ah, this is... Oh,
yeah.
God, Caesar.
Very nice there. They do take down the RT. Meanwhile, while that was happening in observation, they're doing an RT trade, losing TAW losing that in observation, and Quaxy losing 1 in ore processing.
So by the way, we do have Lurk on the field. Yalisan, he was pretty low on health shortly. He's now healing up in the hive. Let's see how long he will survive this time. We do have shotguns in the field as well. I mean, we have research, but not a single Marine has it so far.
Alright, Kasesa and Moza in south tunnels.
Watching Yalisan getting dangerously. Oh my
Oh!
God! He dies!
Oh, he loses another lurk. You know what? I should have a counter on my screen. That every time you lose a lurk, there should be like a ding sound. And it just counts up.
Oh my God. And now the phase gate is up in repair room. Oh, this is so bad for TAW right now. Really, losing the lurk and having this kind of map lockdown. Look at that triangle there. I mean, elevator and repair room, the forward tech points are locked down. We have Marines in south tunnels putting up the pressure. There's no RT in observation. The only thing they have is logistics.
Well, there's the enzyme again in south tunnels to clean up that Quaxy offensive. Quaxy sitting on 6 extractors right now, hooking up elevator transfer and repair room to their main base via phase gates. And this is going to give them so much mobility on this map. We're seeing 2 of the Marines, Mori and Nitz, in logistics now, up against that Hydra farm. They're going to end up taking that down pretty quickly if Underscore and Yaluzin can't do anything about this. There's an enzyme! Underscore takes down Nitz, and Mori is fighting for his life. Oh, gets tagged from behind. But I don't know if that's, I mean, that's a little bit of a win, and they still got pressure coming in on the east side.
Yeah, for Quaxy it's quite kinda easy right now. They can just keep up the pressure, no big deal, since they're sitting on 6 extractors and aliens are not really killing RTs anywhere. We see the skulks are moving close to the phase gates. Attacking the phase gates is not a good idea at this point. Marines are close to defend that. They need to get or warehouse platform down. They need definitely, desperately 1 skulk chewing on those extractors right now.
Well, with these shotguns, almost weapons 2 shotguns, they're eating through these skulks like so quickly. TAW needs, I mean, they're sitting on just 2 harvesters right now. They have 3 members at 35 P-res. And it looks like they're not gonna get enough time to hold off Quaxy to get these fades out on the field. And remember, I mean, at 40, those fades would have no traits.
Exactly. And now those 2 Marines are going really strong here in logistics. Nitsa and Mori. Oh my God, killing Skulk after Skulk.
Yeah.
I saw about 5-6 enzymes being used. Now Quaxy is in the hive, about to egg lock.
Yeah. 2 eggs now just spawned. They are dead. 1 got killed. Underscore spawned and another one and got killed. Yaluzin's coming in. Chroma, Mickey, all respawn. They do end up
nice
cleaning out
kill.
those 2.
Oh no.
Advanced armory.
AA on the way. 7 extractors, advanced armory on the way. This does not look good at all for the aliens.
Quaxy playing a really, really strong game right now. TAW has just been overwhelmed by Quaxy's move on the field. I mean, you know what I'm liking about TAW right now is they seem to have really good pack play. It's just that Quaxy's aim is amazing. I mean, they're really taking down these guys left and right, even when the packs come, even when Enzyme is shot. They're still taking them down.
I think TAW needs to work a little bit on the timings. I mean, they're using enzymes, they're trying to use the skulks, but not hitting at the same time, not picking the right timings. I think it's less about the aim from the Marines. They have pretty much good aim for sure, but they make it easy for the Marines to get killed. Now we have 2 Marines in warehouse,
oh gosh,
aliens, and all the Marines are in the hive, and they're forced to go for counter base rush.
Station taking damage.
Yep, there they go. moving into the base. It looks 88% there. They're gonna get pulled back. So TAW delaying basically the inevitable with that beacon. Maximus trying to heal up that, or I'm sorry, they dropped another harvester there in shipping. They're sitting on 1 harvester versus Quaxy's 7.
Yeah, that's not a good number. We see finally Varus is about to go down. I mean, look at that, only 3 RTs killed by aliens. That's almost a 10-minute mark. This is a disaster for alien play. You cannot let Marines have this kind of resources. Now the Proto is even finished before the 10-minute mark.
I mean, it's quite interesting what you said. I mean, it's so true, and I agree. Like, where was the economy harassment by TAW, you know, in this game? I barely even saw that. They took down, it looks like they took down 4 RTs, but it's just really not enough. Quaxy doing a really good job rebuilding those, and now here they coming in, Molt coming in with a grenade launcher. Oh, jeez. 0 eggs.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're all exposed. That's gonna be it. I mean, there's 1 Skulk in the field going for the base, but there's another Marine in here. There we go. GG has been called, and Quaxy takes the lead 1-0.
There you have it, guys. Quaxy playing such a strong Marine round. Quaxy wins round 1. Alright guys, so we are back. You guys just saw Quaxy take round 1 there as their Marines here on Summit. Wow, what a game Quaxy displayed as Marines. They were so powerful. As they lost resource towers, quickly built them up. They took, they went for fast phase gates, locked down repair, locked down ET, and by doing that on each side, where could TAW go? You know, without hub. But where could they go with a base? You know, observation would always be under pressure. Logistics would always be under pressure. You know, and they could get there so quickly. So it's like even with expanding out with their sys, I've been there as an alien comm where I'm locked in my base because my sys chain keeps getting cut because left and right there's freaking Marines all over the place, and it is annoying.
Absolutely, you have to force the Marines somewhere else, and you need to deny the 2nd base gate as long as you can. I mean, that fast base gate is kind of a risky move because if you're stuck on like only ET and not able to get hub or repair or logistics or whatever, this kind of phase gates, if you don't get this up, then you're sitting on delayed upgrades without having this kind of map control be banged upon. And TAW really did not work against it. They killed one of the phase gate builders, but after that they picked all the engagements really unlucky. I mean, this was this kind of, yeah, I can do this, I'll run again into 2 shotgunners or 2 Marines perfectly positioned, aware of my timing coming in, and it's just, they didn't even really outnumber. When they had enough Skulks to outnumber the Marines, they didn't go together. For an instance, look in logistics, when there were 2 Marines killed 4 Skulks, they killed it because the first 2 Skulks went in, 3 enzymes drop, they die, and then the next Skulk goes in, and then another Skulk goes in and dies. That's absolutely, they really have to work on that. I really hope this is a warm-up issue for TAW right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if, and again, we said it before, I don't know if TAW played before this match. We know Quaxy did, so they are really warmed up, ready to go, and I hope you're right. I hope TAW needed that round to kind of get their head in the game, because they're really going to need to play a strong Marine round in here and be highly, highly aggressive, watching their economy. But Quaxy's really good at targeting the economy of whoever they're playing, especially as aliens. So we're probably going to see, I don't know, after that first round, I have to see TAW play Marines again, you know, and to really come to a conclusion. So we'll see what happens going in here to round 2. So it looks like both teams are 6-6, so we're waiting on ready calls for both teams.
Proxy puts up the ready, and I think both teams are ready. Are they? No.
So
No, TAW is not ready. Okay,
I think TAW's like having a very, very serious discussion.
that's possible. I mean, skill-wise, they're not so much worse than Quaxy. I mean, if it goes on 1v1 engagements, but this kind of team play is really lacking right now for them.
Yeah.
And we really have to admit that. And I think they're aware of that issue, and that's why they're talking about all this kind of mistakes. I hope they don't get in this kind of mental state where they're just blaming each other, but instead like working on that, improving, and just getting into their A game, because it's not always easy. If you're just kind of frustrated because the game went so completely wrong in all the instances, then it's really easy to fall in this mental trap where you just play even worse than you usually play. So this is this kind of mental discipline to keep up your gameplay and
and shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Bring it
and
up.
here we go. All right, guys. Round 2. Quaxy versus TAW in this European Open 2013 matchup. We are seeing TAW starting here in server room and Quaxy starting in shipping. Same setup, I believe, as last time.
Yes, absolutely, but the splits are completely different. We don't see Quaxy going for mass group to hub because they know it's most always not really helping much. There will be at least 3 Marines. You actually see 4 Marines there. Didn't see this for a longer time. Usually you see 2 Marines on platform because you want to have the strong capping and warehouse, and Quaxy will bank on killing the cappers in the north. It makes it really hard for TAW to get some good rest flow in early in the game.
If they can lock down you know, I think the thing comes down to as well, and obviously there's a lot of other factors involved, but I mean, they really gotta, in the last game we saw that they were losing, obviously, tons of engagements here, so if they can turn that around in their Marine round, it's going to be quite easier for them to hold on to these RTs. Now we have Evil TK in North Tunnels up against Mulk and Mori. They're trying to position themselves to take down Evil TK, probably. We got Mulk going through the vents.
Oh, base rush.
Upgrade complete.
Oh,
3 Skulks are actually going into the base. They waited for the Marines to be out of position. It's just what the commander is actually out. The commander is down.
Oh no! Oh, nice mines! Great job, leaving only nits in there, which is not
Okay,
gonna
base
do.
is fine. Sorry, didn't want to interrupt you. Just wanted to head up your attention to logistics because base will be fine. Logistics, there are 2 Marines fighting against the next spawn wave.
Great job responding to that from TAW, even though they just got their butts kicked in logistics. Oh boy! All right, you're losing now. Coming down through the through to ET, setting up there with his buddy Eastwood.
You could actually see quite some interesting choices there, and I think TAW sent too many Marines back to the base. Those 2 Marines in the elevator, they should have kept on pressuring to observation. There are 2 spawners in the base versus just 1 Skulk left. That should have been fine. I mean, you can easily take that risk, especially versus a team versus Quaxy. You have to kind of take those chances at this point, where 2 Marines should be able to fend off 1 Skulk in the base and not send like more Marines back, because you lose a lot of time by that.
Yeah, I agree. Quaxy going Shift Hive as their first choice, just dropping their first spur. As you guys know, I'll just keep updating you on the new build, build 250 stats. Going to Shift Hive allows dropping of spurs, which open up the traits Celerity and Adrenaline.
Oh, there was a big cleanup here in the northern platform. 3 aliens just died to TAW. And we have 2 Marines keeping on the pressure to observation, but the Lurk is out, actually getting the first kill. Mulk versus Eastwood, and he's running for his life.
Oh wow, big purchase there. Shotguns,
yeah.
phase gates. Oh wait, I saw Advanced Armory, but I think he canceled that. So Armor 1, phase gates, and shotguns all researching right now for TAW. They have 3 extractors, 2 as blueprints right now. If they can get those up, that's going to give them some really nice resource flow. Mulk and Mori in the hub up against Yaluzin and Eastwood. Let's put the death cam on Yaluzin, see what happens.
Upgrade complete.
Quaxy is actually playing really smart. They're bypassing Marines when they can, going on the RTs behind them, definitely being on top there. The big difference is you see TAW, they are now on 5 extractors, but they had to wait about 3 minutes to get those. They were sitting on 3 for a long time. They're about to lose some RTs now, so good RT denial just by the gameplay of Quaxy, and they're themselves are sitting on 4.
Yeah, and this is what Quaxy does. They really love to work on the economy. I've seen them do it before. And look at this, Nits on the platform RT, just sending TAW all over the map. And obviously these aliens can get around the map pretty quickly, so when you can keep being annoying and biting like mezzanine and platform and having to pull a Marine off or two to respond to that, it's really hard to kind of think of, okay, when are we going to do an offensive if we keep having to save our economy?
That's right, especially if you send out the wrong number of Marines. I mean, if you send 3 Marines back just because one Skulk is biting your extractor, it's definitely not working out. And TAW's kind of not still up there where they have this kind of perfect distribution of the Marines. But look at that, we have a phase gate now on ore processing, and this will definitely help them out and keeping a little bit more rest flow up in the north and keep up pressure to repair.
RT lost in mezzanine right now. Big fight coming in ore processing right now. Quaxy going down to Mickey. Nits taking down Mickey. And Proma now in trouble. The phase gate is up, and here comes you losing to Eastwood! Phased right in front of Nits, and Nits was like, oh crap. Oh, that was really great. Biomass 2 has started. Gorge tunnels has been completed for Quaxy. You know, I did see a gorge up in ore processing. It looks like they either he backed off. I think Moza backed out of there, but I think they were gonna try to do a gorge tunnel in ore processing. That would have been really aggressive.
Absolutely. So nice cleanup here in elevator. Just 1 Marine left, but he stands no chance against this pack of aliens with Lurk and Gorge support. And it looks like Quaxy will try to get up elevator. I think it's pretty tough to get repair room right now, even though elevator is closer to spawn, but that phase gate ore processing is so that dangerous. It's much easier to defend elevator at this moment.
Looking at the personal res right now, guys, Nits, Quaxy, Mori, and yeah, those 3 are really close to 40, which will give them a fade. No traits. To get 1 trait, they're going to need to have at least 45. It's 55 for a fully 3-traded fade. Wow, these guys are moving into repair room right now. Proma, Eastwood, and Yaluzin. Great job there.
We have 1 sneaky Marine. Maybe we'll find the Gorge tunnel inside elevator, but the Lurk's already here for cleanup. Mickey could have been a hero.
Could have been. It looks like there's the fade on the field. Quaxy taking down Mickey. 3 Marines now moving from repair room into the hub. You're losing Eastwood and Proma, who just cleared out repair room. Scan going down in the hub to check things out.
And also interesting, I mean, there was many instances where the Marines didn't receive meds where they could need them, and right now versus a Fade, Lurk, and a Gorge, Mickey with an LMG got med spam crazy, where there was absolutely no chance for him to survive. So yeah. This kind of things they all sum up, and TAW really needs to. I mean, they're trying to get up a phase gate in hub now, and hub is a strong location to also keep pressure to logistics and keep this up the threat to elevator. It really comes down to killing those fades now for them.
Phase gate now going up in the hub, and it looks like these guys are they got a few med packs down, but Quaxy taking down Proma and Yaluzin. Eastwood the only one left with 2 fades and a lurk around him. Oh man.
That was pretty impressive dodging there.
Yeah, he was like all over the place. But he ended up going down. Proma and Mickey coming down through mezzanine into the beginning of ET here. We're seeing a Fade doing a little bit of RT harassing there. In warehouse, he's stopping because he hears somebody in ore processing, blinking over the mines and setting them off. Armor 2 has been completed. That's going to help them against these Fades.
Yeah, but they don't have weapon upgrades. They completely skipped weapon 1. But I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Weapon 1 is faster to get and cheaper, so they could have had it for a longer time. But, I mean, they're getting
There
it
it
now,
goes.
so in the end it will be fine. And it's really crucial to kill those Fates with at least Weapon 1. It makes it so much easier. Shotguns are always dangerous, even unupgraded shotguns. You should never underestimate those as a Fate. But the more weapon upgrades they have, the more, yeah, well, dangerous it gets.
Death Camp on promo right now. As these Marines are in mezzanine fighting up against these fades and lurks.
Really committing against elevators, it seems. 4 Marines here, just one guy trying to save those RTs. Nice job by Mori killing the RT defender. Now the Fates actually using the Marines out of position are going on the face gate on processing. Amazing move by Quaxy, and what can the Marines do about that?
Oh boy, this may turn in just to a grinder. Yeah, if they come through one by one, Kasesa and Nitz are just going to take them out. Look at this. Oh no. That was a huge blow to TAW. For their second
definitely.
hive here in ET, they went Crag Hive. So you see a shell going down. That's going to open up Carapace and Regen traits for the aliens.
Yeah, Weapon 2 is on the way. The problem is they have absolutely no map control left at that base gate. They completely overcommitted in mezzanine with those 4 Marines in here pushing the elevator.
Oh my gosh! And Moza just shooting down from across the way against that power node in mezzanine and ends up taking it down. He was shooting that for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And he finally takes it down. Oh my goodness, and they didn't even know, or they didn't even pay attention to it, and now power's out in mezzanine. Oh, now they're just gonna get pinched. Wow, Quaxy, look at them go. There's Mulk with the Umbra Cloud. Umbra reducing the damage by a third. So couple that with missed shots and you got a lot of damage mitigation.
Yeah, and half versus shotguns, which is even more powerful. So, yeah, shells are now up. We have 2 shells, so the Fates have Carapace or Regen, whatever they like to.
Oh boy! Warehouse gets destroyed as they just get run over like they weren't even there. Mickey in platform alone. He's gonna get taken on by Nitz and Mori and end up going down. There's just yeah, Eastwood called it, so much death that's going on this match right now. Oh boy, and TAW is getting destroyed right now. This is it. I mean, they're just gonna keep pushing, keep TAW completely going.
Yeah, absolute map control for aliens. This is pretty much it. Yes, Rays are trying to push out.
It.
There's too many life forms all around in the north.
Oh! Kasesa, 10% health. He does end up blinking out of there just in time. The thing is here is, look at the map now. I mean, Quaxy building their 7th harvester right now. They are taking over the rest of the map. TAW, I don't think can come back from this. This is just... I mean, they've been doing this with 2 fades, Nitz and Kasesa, backed up by that lurk. It is so important if you're playing a lurk to use those support abilities and help your team. You're not there to make main kills.
Absolutely.
Where I see a lot of lurks in pubs do, but that's a pub.
Yeah. Going for the easy kills, not happening competitive, guys. You have to stick to your role. That's where people die easily. Overcommitting, Yalu's dying. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, did he die in the hub?
What? No, it was last round.
Over, yeah.
Flash,
Betting with his
lurk.
lurk, yeah.
Flash
lurk.
Yeah.
Oh, Kasesa taking down Yaluzin in server room. These guys are getting pinned. We got 2 Marines, Proma and Eastwood, in North Tunnels. They were about to move in, but it doesn't look like it. They're coming back to the main base. There's Mori as an Onos. Seeing more and more Onai on the field. There's the good game. They knew it was over. I mean, this was over a while ago. When they lost that foothold in ore processing, That was it. They lost total map control at that point. They were pinched into server room, couldn't do anything, and Quaxy didn't even give them time to breathe. They just kept pushing until they gave up.
Yeah, they could easily overwhelm them.
Alright guys, we are back here and moving. We're going to be changing maps. Looks like the next map is Descent?
Descent, yes, it is.
I hate that
You
map.
sound so surprised. Oh, you hate it?
I hate that map.
Why?
I don't know. There's something about Descent I just don't like. If I join a server and like it was on Summit and then I join and I load in and then the game just ended and it changes to Descent, I disconnect and join
What?
another.
Really?
I just
like Descent.
yeah.
I only disconnect on Mineshaft.
Mineshaft, I think it's okay. Mineshaft is fun. Mineshaft is fun as aliens because there's so many cool places to hide.
Oh god, no.
There's so many cool places to hide, like up in like little crevices and walls and jump down as a skulk. Really love doing that. Alright guys, 85 of you in here. Only 20 more and we do a raffle cast, so get out there on your social media, twitch.tv/REDDOG.TV, and we'll give away some free Steam games. I rotated the games out of my raffles, so brand new games in there. Also, thank you everybody so far that has donated games to the raffle cast. We picked up 3 donations yesterday, actually a low, mid, and a high game. And that was from one person, so thanks so much to Poon, who donated that. I've updated the thank you list to everybody that has donated either cash or games to REDDOG.TV, so I appreciate that. Again, if you have a game that is just sitting in your Steam account, collecting dust, you haven't played it, you're never going to play it, looking at it just pisses you off, send it over. And let's get it to a gamer that will appreciate that game. Alright, so if we do that, we'll do a raffle cast. We're moving into the 3rd round here. I think you guys have a lot of time for that. So, really good job to Quaxy thus far. They're playing such a powerful game. Where were these guys when they were playing Sonoman? I mean, I didn't see this type of play when they were playing Sonoman.
Sonoman doesn't do this kind of mistakes like TAW is doing.
One can argue that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, really, again, I have to say, TAW, by hitting those engagements and shooting or killing, they can definitely kill Marines with their Skulks, they can definitely shoot down those aliens. They're not bad at all. The problem is on how they pull the tactics and timings and placings, and I'm not sure how experienced Roybot is. No, sorry, not Roybot. He's a Quaxy commander. He's playing really good. Who is commanding TAW right now? Was it Maximus still?
I believe it's Maximus.
Yeah, it's Maximus. And yeah, I mean, the last game they were pretty much fighting an uphill battle. With this, I mean, the early game went for Quaxy. He played, I think, too aggressive at the start, not going for capping. He took like 3, 4, 5 minutes to actually get Warehouse even up. That is such a long time. It's really, you need to get those upgrades early in the game. He sent 2 pressure squads, then sent too many Marines back twice for just 1 or 2 Skulks and for biting RTs. And then later on for this ore processing, when they lost the phase gate, they could still come back from this. All you have to do is kill those fates, and then you can start rolling over the map. And just, you have to stabilize yourself, you play, and you can tech up behind it. By holding 4 or 5 RTs, you're fine. That's possible. I see it so many games taking like 30, 40 minutes, where Marines just have to do this, and then they can start killing life forms easily. But they sent 4 Marines, mezzanine, elevator transfer. I didn't even understand why, because even killing the hive is not like this big game changer. When the aliens have the whole map for that, that's not helping out for you. They just need to hold or heading through Marines close to gates, defending, and maybe 1-2 poke somewhere on RT, so keep the pressure a little bit in repair, and just 1 Marine close to mezzanine, and from there hold those RTs, tag up behind it, try and focus on killing Fates. Fates going to platform for Warehouse, trap them, kill them, use your minimap, and this kind of gameplay, and it was completely missing that. Instead of overcommitted to the hive, lost the phase gate from their map control, and it was over.
Yeah, I completely agree. And to add to your point there with the life forms, you know, so far with what I've been seeing with these casts is, yeah, you know, going into like going into the mid to late game, if you're in that section and you manage to take down those higher life forms like the fades and lurks at that point, you have bought yourself so much time. Because I have seen teams that have lost their fades mid-game, and when you do that and you lose your higher life forms mid-game,
Yes.
your Marines, well, like you were saying, they're keeping teching up. They're holding their tech. They're holding their weapon upgrades, their armor upgrades. You know, they're getting shotguns out. So now you're sitting there mid to late game with skulks, and they have, you know, their armor 2, weapons 2, shotguns. So it's so hard for the aliens to try to come back from that. Now I saw that once actually happen where all the higher life forms got killed, and then basically with their skulks they just tried to delay the Marines as best as they could until they could get the higher life forms out on the field. And that's really what you have to do. You have
that's
to just
the timing
delay.
where you can. Yeah, that's the timing where you can push the hive when you kill some life forms, and not before. That's those. Yeah, if by sitting on your RTs on the phase gates, you kind of force the aliens to do something. I mean, you don't want to have the Marines sit on 5 RTs and that's it. You don't want to have that. You want to do something. And since you have high life forms, you will either poke phase gates or poke RTs, and that's the moment where you can trap them, kill them, do whatever. And that's especially with build 250, it's so much more possible. Unless the aliens play really perfect pack play with Umber support and everything else. But up until the end, it wasn't even like Quaxy did that. They didn't even have carapace.
Yeah.
They just got carapace after the Marines pretty much lost the game from losing that.
They were
phase
doing
game.
that all with celerity, and all with celerity in that first bit there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm gonna leave you guys with Blind just for a bit here. I'm just gonna go AFK just for a second. I'm gonna tell them in there, and I will be right back, folks. So, Blind, take it away.
Sure, guys. Okay, so I was talking the whole time about the tactics on what they did wrong. I know I'm bitching a lot about that, but sometimes people tell me, yeah, I really love that you're doing that. Yeah, that's kind of who I am. I'm really sorry. I love some cool moves, and I really stayed when I hate some moves. that's part of me. But yeah, talking about Descent now. I mean, TAW, hopefully they learned about this kind of mistakes early in the game and really trying to pick an engage as Alien gameplay. Really pick those engagements much better, because if you lose too many life forms early on just by picking stupid engagements, you lack the players on the field to buy those RTs, and Quaxy can easily get to this 5, 6, 7 RTs again, just tech whatever they want, or keep up the pressure and you don't have the life forms to defend. By forcing all your spawn waivers to go run, defend your RTs, you have no life forms left, no skulks left to bite on RTs, and that's exactly what we saw happen on Tram going on with TAW, because, well, they died too often, and they could easily avoid that, and I really hope it's happening here on Descent. And yeah, I mean, there's several options which they can do. They can go standard gameplay with Crack. They could also use Celebrity on bigger maps. It's much more viable to move faster around the map. Of course, Quaxy really showed that's possible in some other teams as well, which is really cool to see in 250. It's not the same, always go Crack Carapace. You have much more variation now. Even if you go Crack Hive, like many teams still do, you see lots of players actually using Regeneration as useful intent there for skulks, just harassing RTs and poking a little bit, because you know they heal up, and by the time they move on to the next RT they're full HP again, so they're not getting this kind of carapace. I have to engage and either die or kill. And I just heard REDDOG is back, I'm sure.
I am back, and it looks like we have a ready call from both teams. So it looks like live on Hive.
Just told them that we're ready now.
Yep, and we're good. So I believe it's gonna get started here pretty soon. Maximus just needs to jump in there. And here we go. Alright guys, here we go. Round 3, Quaxy versus TAW. On Descent. Not live, not live, not live, not live, not live.
We're doing this on reset.
Okay, so now we're doing it reset. We gotta get this standardized. So here we go.
That's so cool. Just
All right.
breaking it down in your excitement of announcement. Like,
Quaxy versus TAW, round 3, guys. We're here on Descent in this European Open 2013 matchup. Quaxy taking the first 2 rounds. They're on Tram. So they're leading 2-0 in this matchup. We're seeing TAW as Alien starting in launch control on the other side of the map. Quaxy doing a 3-2 split in starting in monorail. Uh-oh.
And so far we see the whole alien team is packing together, going to hydro analyzers. They're trying to be sneaky. Oh, this might be a cheese. Either base rush or even some funky stuff like Gorge. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, Hydra. Like a Hydra rush, but it looks like they're all packed together here in shipping. Mickey goes out first.
He's waiting, but his team members are not coming. What's going on?
Yeah, it's like he ran in there and then looked back and no one was there, and he's like, guys, you know? Like no one came. Wow. All right. Well, he didn't get killed. He got really, really low on health. Nitz and Kasesa sitting here in Hydro. Observatory has been completed. Eastwood and Evil TK moving in there against those 2 Marines in Hydro. Both getting taken out.
What was
leaving
that?
Nitz.
I don't understand.
Wow.
Looking at that, 5 Skulks versus 2 Marines. They
Yeah.
choose to not engage, and now they send 2 versus 2 to die, and another Skulk goes in alone again. This is exactly what I talked about. This kind of gameplay is, yeah. Oh god.
Exactly. I mean, that was perfect of what you should not do when you're playing aliens. So there's an example, and we're seeing Quaxy really expanding around this map so quickly. They're already building up to 6 harvesters, and they went fast phase gates. We're seeing a drifter here in fluid transfer with Eastwood, Evil TK, Proma, and Mickey.
Oh,
They
I see
are
what's going on.
coming through. Oh yeah, because he's sitting right outside silo. And
You can see it just by the
yeah.
drifter with this already.
Yeah.
They're going for the base rush, but the Marines should be suspicious now. No aliens contact,
Yeah,
for so
no
long
aliens
time.
anywhere.
But there's an ops they can beacon.
Yeah. Well, if they manage.
Command station under
Oh.
attack.
Yep.
Oh, they should drop a CC anyways.
Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god, but another one was claimed! Oh my god, they gotta get to fabrication, like, now! Oh my gosh!
Is this happening in the
They
last
actually
fight?
did it! Oh my god, all of Quaxy is huffing it to,
Get the drifter!
get the drifter there!
Drifter!
God
Get the
damn it!
drifter to fabric! Oh my god!
TAW, oh my god, get the drifter to fab! Somebody! Oh, they're not gonna make it! Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Drifters in build 250 can take down blueprints now.
That could have been game. That could have been
That
game.
could
for
have been
TAW,
it.
But the commander missed that drifter opportunity. Oh my
Oh wow! Oh wow! Well, it looks like now they're building on both ends, and this is really gonna end badly for TAW because their Quaxy, that didn't even phase them. I mean, look at this. They built it now in fabrication, so they saved themselves. They pushed TAW out of the main base. They're sitting on 5 RTs. They're in. I don't even think they're on their back foot right now. That was just a minor annoyance.
god! Oh my, pretty close, minor annoyance.
Yeah, pretty close. But look,
They should have
they're
lost
recovered.
this. After losing the sea, they should have lost this Red Dog.
Oh, TAW. They could have had that. They could have had that. But you know what? I mean, as well, what helped Quaxy in this is this map is so damn big. You know, so it really took them forever to get to fabrication. Though that he should have placed drifters on all the tech points on the map while they were doing that. He should have been sending them already.
Yes, that's right. You have to prepare that. I mean, if you're preparing a base rush, go for the alternate moves, definitely. You have to account them. Now we have 2 Skulks working on the face gate fabrication, just 1 Marine here. Moser, oh my god, double kill, nice jump here. He gets a triple kill.
Wow. So now we're seeing Mori in gravity against Evil TK. Evil TK getting a 1 bite on him before he is definitely going to go down. Couldn't dodge enough. Phase gate down in hydro analysis. Quaxy has this map locked down already 5 minutes into this game.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a face gate, hydro and fabrication, drone base, easy to kill of them. Aliens, I mean, they can only expand down there and Marines can always expect it, so... Yeah, that is...
I'm still reeling. I'm still reeling about about that. This game could have been over. We could have been going into round 4, but now we're seeing a great recovery from Quaxy. Nitz and Mori moving from the south end of launch control, moving in. They're going to be joined by Kasesa from the north.
Base rush again. They're trying to trade.
Oh, they're trying to do a base trade. Yeah, here we go. With just 3 Skulks this time. There is, and Mulk is in there with Moza. Oh god.
Wow.
Wow, they are getting destroyed there.
Moza again triple kill. Look at that 8-0 on the scores. Wow.
Great job. And Kasesa and Nitz, they only lost 1 Marine here in launch control. Here comes the spawn wave. Okay, so they get cleared out. In security, we got Moza and Mori building up Plaza. They've already built up hydro analysis. I mean, they're going on 7 extractors pretty soon.
Could actually relocate that Fabry phase gate towards Plaza, which would be much more offensive. And I would like it more if the phase gate is in Plaza now than in Fabrication. But well, yeah, I mean, for alien side, what can you do at this point? Trying to bite those RT,
What can you
but
do? You got 1 extractor. You got all Skulks.
It's too late.
Like, what are you gonna do? You failed your rush. Like, you didn't plan that out really carefully. I mean, think about it. While they were moving into silo, there's the good
Yeah.
one. While they were
That's a good
moving
game.
into silo, I mean, all the comm had to do was set the rally point, you know, in his hive to, you know, hydro, drone bay, and fabrication.
Yeah, they had a drifter drone bay, but there was no drifter prep for Fabric and hydro. I mean,
And they could have been going
yeah.
during that fight. You know, they could have been on their way already.
Exactly. Well,
Well, that was it. We're moving into the final round. I mean, they almost had that. But, too bad. Too bad, so sad. But let's go into round 4. Let's see what we're gonna see. Hallucination rush, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know. Everything's possible. I mean, just to be fair, I mean, on this kind of fairness, it's obviously okay or good that Quaxy won that, because otherwise losing to a base rush isn't kind of like honoring the better team, you know.
Yeah.
But I was still this kind of excitement of the base rush still happening. And dude, the last bite on the CC, I mean, there was like, okay, they have the face gate, they can beacon. But, I mean, those Skulks with enzymes take down the CC so pretty damn fast down.
Yeah.
And even with the beacon, it takes some seconds to orientate yourselves, to get on your target, to shoot those Skulks down. And those 1-2 seconds are enough for the Skulks to take it down. It was actually with the last bite of the last Skulk dying that just took down the CC. They thought, what the hell? Oh my god. They needed to drop a second CC, and he dropped the second CC like a millisecond before it died. It was like, what? Wow.
I know, and nothing there to just, I mean, if a drifter was there, the drifter could have just breathed on it, you know, and been like, poof, TAW wins. You know, that's what that would have been, but, oh well, woulda, coulda, shoulda, and didn't.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that's like more painful to watch than the actual fail of it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like you're like, oh my god, that's so elementary. It would have been so easy, but okay. Well, I mean, we could go over on this forever because
Yes,
it was
yes.
just ridiculous. But all right, guys, if you guys just are joining us, 94 of you are in here. Wow, only 11 more to go, and we do the raffle cast to give away some free Steam games. That'll be a lot of fun. Today in the raffle cast, there will be multiple winners today for the raffle cast. So make sure you get in here. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, we got a ready call from Quaxy. And we're gonna get a
Can I
ready
win
call
you
from
in your
TAW.
raffle cast?
Huh?
I wanna spin your wheel.
You can't,
How
dude.
do,
That
how,
sounds
how
weird.
do I spin your wheel?
Don't
wanna
ever
spin...
say that again. That sounds. I don't want you spinning my wheel.
Is this actually some kind of term in American English? I don't know yet because
No,
would be
but
pretty hilarious
it's
if
not. But
stepped
it just
inside
sounds
of-
weird.
It sounds weird. Okay, I just watched it yesterday, where you're spinning the
Yeah.
wheel with the animation. Just I wanted to.
If you're picked by Nightbot, sure.
Okay. I don't want to know what was running in your imaginations right now because I've absolutely no clue. But it must be something really horrible.
Alright, so we got a ready call still from Quaxy. We told them that we were ready, so are we doing live on chair or live on reset? I prefer reset because then it gives me time to get ready
Yes.
for the match. So let's do live on reset if we can. That would be great. Yeah, that would be much better. Oh, live on Hive. Alright, fine. Here we go. Alright guys, here we go. TAW versus Quaxy, round 4. We got TAW in fabrication, building up a robotics factory and sentries right away.
Okay.
Maybe they're thinking Quaxy's gonna rush.
They're waiting in
They're
the
not.
base.
They're
not
waiting.
moving out.
Yeah, they're not spreading out at all.
What is this?
Well, these have been quite interesting to try to figure out, like what's going on.
Yeah, is this the arc rush and they want to have the turrets to make sure the aliens can't rush that? I mean, having one marine in the back with mines or turrets is actually not too bad of an idea to make sure it's completely okay. If you send 4 marines somewhere like to the hive, it's obvious for the aliens to go for this kind of counter push.
One marine gets taken down in energy flow. That would be you losing. Mickey, Eastwood, and Proma moving down through water treatment, a room that has absolutely no reason for being. Sorry, I hate this map. Alright, Maureen, Nitz, and Kasesa in Plaza. A little bit of pressure on the left side of fabrication. Losing is leaving. These guys are hearing the footsteps drift away. Meanwhile, in observation, we got Proma and Eastwood taking down Mulk and Moza.
Wait quite for a long time aliens sitting
Command
security
station under
and
attack.
they did see or hear those turrets but still took quite some time to actually readjust. Now there's 4 marines going into the hive and they cannot base rush right now. They have to kill those marines down there in drone
Oh.
bay.
Yeah, Mickey, Proma, Eastwood. Let's get the death cam on Eastwood right now as they move into drone bay. Oh my gosh!
Oh, they're
Oh my gosh! Do not tell me that they are gonna try to put up turrets!
Oh, not the positioning! No!
No, what are you doing? You're trying to put turrets up in Quaxy's base! Oh my god!
I told them not to die.
Oh,
yeah, why did this?
gosh.
They clumped up together. Did you saw that? There was like a big marine clump, and one guy kept building the sentry, like battery when the aliens
Yeah.
were engaging. The guys, you have to split up a little bit, bring distance, and position yourself and shoot those aliens. Oh, that was. They could have taken that.
This is gonna go down. This is gonna go down in like a new set of videos, like failed rushes. Like, my gosh, a turret rush. That's the first time I've actually seen that. I mean, I saw a
I've seen some
turret
in-
kill a
in-
hive before in the Yo Clan game versus, or I'm sorry, Wonga versus On Fire, I believe. No, I don't know. Anyways, it all runs together. 3 of them sitting here in fabrication in the vents, right there, and we're seeing Eastwood playing cat and mouse with Mori.
Yeah, but don't neglect, there's still turrets in the base. And I mean, I've seen turret rushes work, but on practice matches, which is quite different from officials, of course. But Alien's taking a long time here. They're actually gorge rushing, they're gorge pushing now. 3 gorges, while the Marines are going for the next turret, and they're building it slower this time. They're building a
Oh,
full
bile bomb.
Taking damage.
Yep.
Oh!
Bile rush. Oh, yeah. This is it. 3 minutes,
No
40
res.
seconds into this game. No res, no anything. No Marines. Done. Well, what can you say? That's it.
Can you say it was fun? It was definitely fun to watch.
Alright guys, well, 88 of you in here right now. What I will do is I will give you just a few minutes to see if we can get to the Rafflecast goal while Blind and I discuss this match. If we can, we'll go ahead and do a Rafflecast. If not, it'll have to wait till the next cast. Alright, so what we just saw was... would you consider that, Blind, as a raffle stomp?
Not really like yesterday's matches. I mean, they were obviously not close in skill as we hoped, but I mean, most of that came down actually to this kind of not individual skill, but this kind of positioning and where you are on the map and what you're hitting and stuff. And yeah, this kind of team play issues were also playing a big role in this. And Quaxy is just too used to NS. I mean, there's one of the NS1 veterans. They know how to play the game. They know where to be on the map, when to attack, when to fall back, and this kind. That's why they're also Division 1. I mean, even if you throw them against Arkeer, Sonoman, or others, they might look bad, but they're damn solid and they know their play, and they're also really good shooters. And TAW really has to work on some stuff. That's why I wouldn't say Raffle Stomp. TAW could have gotten this, but it was just too many key mistakes, making it Quaxy too easy. Just too many key mistakes there, which you can easily avoid. You can easily avoid those. So if TAW really picks those up and works on improving on those, they can definitely get close head with Quaxy on another match in like a month or 2 of practice. That's possible.
I completely agree, Blind. I mean, you know, if this was a baseball game, the error board would be like in the hundreds. There were so many mistakes that TAW did. I mean, obviously the most massive one we went crazy on, which was just not having a drifter in the tech points. You know, there in the round 3. They could have easily stole just at least 1 point here. I mean, that was theirs. So you know. Anyways, we'll see what happens as we move forward. I believe this was almost the last kind of confirmed schedule match of this week. I know that there's a few that are kind of still up in the air, still trying to schedule. All these matches need to be played by the 6th because tiebreaker matches are reserved on the 7th. So if the match is not played, those matches obviously will be forfeited. So anyways, we got up to 101, so looks like you guys were working on it. So we just really need about 4 more people. Right now we dropped a few. We're at 98. Oh man, I feel really bad. Like I feel like it's so close,
so close
and
to
I
the
feel
goal.
like
So close.
that's all you need. All right, they'll do it. So let's give them just about 1 more minute, Blind. Blind, do you have any news from the NSL? From what's going on in the NS community, what do you think about the announcement of the female Marine model coming out in August? What news do you have? What news does Blind have over there?
News about the female model. Actually, that thread in the forums was derailed really fast. That's what I can say. That was pretty obvious. But what I put in there is, you know, the first Showtime episode we did on like mid-April was also we put in the news, which they announced. I mean, they announced it for several times that it will be coming up, but not this kind of big announcement with, okay, we have actually finished model. And it was actually interesting to see already Fauna talk about kind of balance issues with the hitbox model. I mean that you have to use the same hitboxes, otherwise it can be really tricky if it's like smaller or something else. And I think they're aware of that and will use the same hitboxes. But it's just a minor thingy, so no biggie there. And it's pretty cool to see another model in there. And yeah.
Do we know how that's going to be selected? Like, is it going to be in the options menu where you just kind of set male or female skin, or is that going to be decided actually in the game?
I think you can select it in options, like where you can put your armor type, like black, deluxe, or normal.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, it looks like we're dropping viewers because it's over. Oh, whoa, shit! Went from 92 to 98, so it looks like you guys are definitely getting some people in here. They're trying. I mean, they only need like 7 more people. Like, really, that's it. You only need 7 more people, and we'll do the raffle cast. Anyways, what else? Make sure you guys follow Blind. You'll see all his info to his right of his screen. Blind NS2 for Twitter. Yeah, you're pointing correctly. Blind NS and Blind NS2 for Twitch. As for me, check out some of my matches that I've casted for this week. We've had some really good, fun times with the raffle cast so far this week. I've casted every day since I think the end of since last week, and we've given away a lot of games. Some of the games that went out is Serious Sam 3 BFE edition. We gave away Borderlands 2. We gave away a bunch of other like kind of mid-level games. What's that? Oh, geez, I can't even remember them anymore. There were so many games that we gave out. So, anyways, looks like we're dropping viewers here, so I don't think it's gonna happen, sadly. We're at 89 right now, so I wanted to thank you guys for being here. And you know what? Since this is my last cast probably for this whole week, let's go ahead and just do one real quick. How about that? Blind, you'll be in the runnings. Let's see if you get picked by Nightbot as well.
I just got a message by Mendes to play with him in the mix, so I have to go.
Alright, so we'll see you around, and take care, Blind.
And you too. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you.
Alright, guys, so what we're gonna do now is do a raffle cast, and we are gonna do one. And I will bring the stream down, and we'll go back on when we're ready. So give me a second, and I'll see you in just a bit.